go around the table really quick. Do you think body count for men and women are the same?
It is not the same.
Not the same.
No. Guys definitely care more about women's body count. And sometimes we do too, but some people say like as long as you're clean,
as long as you're tested up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care about what came before me because we're not
What
going back to the past. We're
Right.
moving forward, not backwards. So
Yeah.
if you're telling me like, yeah, I had 50 women and then this one girl did this and then that, and this is just gonna make me feel like, well, damn.
But what about your body count? Does that matter for the guy? Should it matter?
Same answer. No.
It shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter?
It shouldn't matter.
Okay.
Because
But
it's
they
like
care a
we're here
lot.
now.
Because guys won't want it to matter.
Okay.
But do you think it does?
I think it matters to certain men. I just think everyone's their own person.
Yeah.
Wait, so
It
why
depends
should
who
it
you
not
are.
though?
Because we're here now. So if you really...
Nobody can go back and change it.
Yeah, you can't change it. So my answer really isn't going to justify... Like, if you want to me, you're going to with me. If I tell you I slept with 1,000 men and we're already, like, in too deep... I'm just giving an example. But if, like, I tell you that, are you going to, like... Well, I guess you could judge me because it's like, damn, 1,000 men. Like, this girl, she for the streets. But, like, if you didn't know that, you wouldn't know.
Here,
Right.
well, shout out to Bill Clinton and Monica. Definitely,
Oh
I definitely cared about Monica's body count. He said, yes, you did, Bill
I just
Clinton.
think we should live.
It's nice to see you again, Bill Clinton. It's been a while since you pulled up, bro. It's been a minute. So here's the thing, though. If you if you go to court for something, okay, and you know, like you get up on the judge and he starts reading off everything from your past. You know, he reads off, you know, you had 2 felonies in this year, and stuff. You know, like we're all judged by our past sometimes. Like, and you're right, we can't know the exact past of anything, but everybody's judged for their past. I would say women are more judged for their past, but it's for good reason.
Only
because
God could judge me.
That's what I'm about to say.
Only God could judge me.
Well, see, here's so like here's the like this is where we get into like this really weird area in the.
It's not 1,000. I just want to let y'all know.
No, I had to plug it in for you.
It's not 1,000. That was just a reference.
You're just trolling.
Yes, I was just trolling.
But yeah, like, but guys, so guys have to check the Carfax. Y'all don't. So, and I'll explain to you why. So, a guy's check the Carfax because, say, I'm a successful man, like a truly successful guy. You know, my last name is a big deal to me. Then, okay. 80% of divorce, 70% of divorces are filed by the women. 90% if they're college graduated. Okay. So, if I marry somebody. And so I'm giving the ring, you know, there's a high chance that we're going to divorce just statistically, okay? And there's a lot of incentive for women to want a divorce nowadays, especially in certain states and stuff. So because of all that, it's a huge risk for a man. And then if you worked your whole life to get up to 32, 35, to get up to a certain amount of your savings, or you built a whole kingdom or something, a business or something like that, you have a lot to lose. A ton to lose. So we have to mitigate risk as much as physically possible, and the body count is a way to do that. If we look at studies, after 20 bodies, your chance of being happy in a marriage is 17%. 17% after 20 bodies. And a man's not much better. I think it's like 30% for him, but it's still 17% for a woman to be happy in her marriage after 20 bodies. So we definitely give a about body count. And like, and it also goes back to like the whole thing I was saying, for 1,000 years we couldn't tell if the child was ours or not. We're hardwired for it partially, and then we're going to mitigate risk the best we can. I'm not going to sit there and end up with a girl who's going to want to have 1 foot in, 1 foot out because she's had so much experiences in her past. And experience for like trauma for women is not the same as trauma for men. Trauma for women ruins them. Trauma for men build them. Like y'all love a guy who has scars, a guy that's gone through some bullshit, that's made it out like the trenches, that's literally done all the hard stuff and made it out of life. That is the sexiest thing ever. And a guy with 100 bodies, if he got 100 hot girls to want to him, there's something sexy about that, because he had to have something right for him to get all those girls. There's something going on. A woman, though, that gets 100 bodies, a woman, though, that's gone through a lot of trauma, a woman, though, that has a lot of scars, none of that is good for y'all. It's absolutely horrible. This is why, like, mate guarding, I just brought that term up. Guys mate guard our girls. We also mate guard our children, our daughters, because if you don't mate guard your daughter at 13, 14, 15 and she gets raped, she will be ruined for the rest. It will make her hypersexual. She'll have personality disorders. All types of shit can come from that one trauma that happened one time. Trauma absolutely destroys women. Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. Trauma can guys up too, but a strong man fights through it and overcomes it. But most women, y'all aren't built for it. Like, you're just not built to sit there and go through trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma. You're not meant to do it. But did I get to you on the body count thing yet? No, yeah. So why like should body count matter?
No, because I mean, you can't. Nobody can time travel. And go
Nobody
back
can time
and
travel.
erase.
Yeah. Can't take it back.
You can't.
What about you?
I also think no, because that's like I'm asking you to judge your teenage years, stuff like that. Like you're a different person,
Everything
especially
you do makes you who you are.
Yeah, just know like as long as you're doing for the better for yourself now, and you definitely are, you believe you're a changed person.
Yeah.
Then I'm honestly not gonna judge you for it.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So let's say if y'all was managing a company. Let's say people came in with their resume. Let's say you got two people, 25-year-olds, came in and gave you their resume. First 25-year-old A has, let's say, within the past, 7 years, had 8 jobs. Then you got 25-year-old B that comes in within the past 8 years that they couldn't legally work. They only had 2 jobs. Which one do you expect to actually last longer if you were to hire them?
2 jobs.
And why is that?
Because it shows you're consistent and loyal to whatever you applied to. Yeah.
So
if you have 8 jobs, you don't know what you want to do.
Right.
it's the exact same thing whenever it comes to men and body counts. Like, do I want to wife up the girl that has longevity and shows loyalty to stay with me, or am I going to go with the girl that's been run through constantly?
And it's not always about if the woman there's multiple things that go through a guy's head, because it's like, why are you not the type of girl that you reserved yourself for one? Because that's a lot of y'all's authority, a lot of y'all's power, a lot of what gives y'all value is based off of your sex and you and how many guys you let in sometimes. So if you let it all out, so willy-nilly, so easily, that's one thing. And then also, why did none of those guys want to take you seriously? If you're a valuable woman, if you're amazing, in any way, shape, or form, why wouldn't any of those guys want to lock you down? Whether it's because your was bomb, or you're just bomb, or you cook and clean like a boss, like whatever it is, why couldn't none of those guys want you? So there's multiple. If we brought up the reasons, there's probably 20 reasons why guys really give a about body count. And like, don't get me wrong, there is tons of simps out here that will tell y'all all day long, body count doesn't matter. You can sleep around as much as you want. Of course they don't care. They're trying to you. They don't care at all. Like they're not going to tell you though that they're putting you in the sex only category. They're not going to tell you that there's a whole other category over here of wifey women that you're not going to be a part of. They're going to tell you that you're awesome, yeah, boss babe, while they you. Like they're really good. We're very good at lying. We're not going to ever tell you all the truth because we want to keep getting sex. Like guys are manipulative as
Yeah, fellas, never ask a female what her body count is.
Yeah,
you never do that. Go off of her actions.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like we will go off of actions, or like what I like to do is I will become best friends with the girl afterwards. Like after we sleep together, I will sit there and become BFFs with her. Tell her about my all sexual escapades, and what do they always do? They're like, "Oh, I can be open and tell mine." And then as soon as she starts telling me everything, it's like sex only category. Like she never knew it, man. She totally thought like we were like being BFFs, and like she was about to become like a girlfriend or something because we're both hoes or something. It's like, nope, I can be a hoe, but you can't, girl. I'm sorry. That's not how the world works. It's just.
What if she lies about her body count? Just like men.
So like no, and that's fine. That's why we don't go based off of the numbers. We go off of their actions. So like say like she has a 10 body count, but her Instagram, and like this is why y'all have to be extremely careful, because everybody's getting judged like a book. Like you get judged by the cover. So like say like you're a girl with a 5 body count, but you have a bunch of bikini pictures on your profile. You go on girls trips all the time. You post about it all the time. You're always on yachts and private jets and stuff. You're always doing stuff, but you swear you only got a 5 body count. Sure, and maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. Maybe she got to 2 body count, Maybe it's all true. But people still going to judge you. You're still going to be judged. Just like how if a guy went up to y'all at a club and I had a bunch of baggy ass clothes and I was like looking all goofy and I was like, yo, what's up, girl? Like, can I get your number? And you're going to be like, what the dude? Like, you look goofy as hell. Like, nah, I'm not giving you my number. But then you walk outside and you see that I got a Lamborghini that the Valley just pulled up for me, like I know, but what I'm saying is I got judged as by my cover though, if I would have dressed differently, if I would have acted differently, could have been a whole different situation. And it's the same for women. It's all about how you put yourself out there. And like I said, you can be like, I know girls, I seriously know some girls in Dallas that are beautiful women, models, okay? And they will get judged like this and some of them don't even have that bad of profiles and stuff, but because they work in the industry or because they do certain things, they will still be judged by that. Like you really reap what you sow. If you're in a certain area, if you're doing certain things, if you're around certain stuff, then that's just what you're going to get in your life. You're going to get people that are around that same type of stuff. This is why Christian marriages last the most. This is why they're the happiest statistically. This is why they have the best sex and everything, because the Christian community that's staying together nice and tight, they're all good. They're all over here living life good while everybody else is even hedonism and hating each other. It's fucking crazy. Scroll up to that super chat, bro.